noon, we're going to be oppressed. Always. When we are oppressed as a people.
They don't even have.
I've come down here, I might see 1 or 2 white people down here. There's no reason why a white person should be down here. No reason. They just clean themselves up. They get a job. Yeah, they get cleaned up, but we get cleaned up. Hell, we get cleaned up. We're throw us back to the lions. So there's no reason for no white person or any other nation down here. No reason. Because we are oppressed. We went against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, so He punished us, and this is our punishment right here, and the lake, and the Armageddon, the lake of fire you're standing in. Is this not on fire yet? This is a lake of fire, but it's just not on fire yet. But it's getting heated. The fire is on at the bottom of the pot. It's getting heated. You know what happens when you leave grease on a pot too long? Fire on a pot of hot grease, then eventually catch a fire. So this is a pot of hot grease with a flame of fire under it. It's just getting heat. It's going to catch fire.
I don't even think they got.
So we're going to grope at noonday, and we'll be oppressed. Give me 28 and 37. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. We are the only so-called Negroes, are the only people fit this prophecy that happened. No one else. This did not happen to Africans because they got their land. We don't have no land. We don't have no king. We don't have nothing. But the Chinese, Japanese, Africans got their land, even though they got the white people kind of like over them, but they still got a president, African president, African government. The Chinese got an Japanese, Chinese government. And the Arabs, everybody got their land and their king. Even though they have to pay tributary to America and the other white nations, but we don't have that.
They give a president to make them
right.
Trick right.
So we only fit this. We don't have nothing but the Most High and the Chaazaqyathar whom false called Jesus Christ. That is all we have, and that's all we need. That's all we need. But we need to come back. We need to come back. Come back and clean ourselves up, clean our mind up. We have a school at 6643 Crenshaw Boulevard. We have, check on our flyers, and you come and learn your culture and come and learn to help. We have brothers and sisters that help. We have to admonish each other and help each other. It's hard out there by yourself. It's hard. That's why the gang members go to gangs, because they have a person that show them love and got their back. So that's a negative. The army, you go to the army, brothers go to the army because, learn to get right. But now come to a school, a place to learn your heritage, and we have people, we got each other's back. And learn, man. There's some brothers and sisters that love. We ain't talking about no love like in a carnal sense. Because this is a love beyond all carnality. This is spiritual love. Loving our sisters, and you think when you love, you think of laying down. No, I'm talking about beyond that. This is a love beyond any carnal. It's beyond carnal. It's beyond carnal. The love I'm talking about is beyond carnal. Beyond that. This is a love, it's a spiritual love and a pure love. Now love is an arbitrary word. You say love, you can love, I love crab, I love shrimp. You say love is an arbitrary word now. So love is defiled. So you say love like, well, what are you talking about? But this is a love, we're talking about the most love of the Most High is pure. Right? Get 28:37.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
Go ahead.
A proverb.
A proverb.
And a byword.
A byword. Nigga, spook, spade. Go ahead.
Among all nations.
Among all nations. Read on.
Whether the Most High shall lead thee.
Brazil. We're scattered all throughout the four corners of earth. Brazil. Everywhere. Mexico. Down south. German, Russian, England. We're all, Most High scattered us. We were scattered all over the world for slaves for all these white nations to build them up. Free labor. Over 400 years of free labor.
Anywhere in California, they got all
free labor. Just imagine. You have somebody making your clothes, doing your hair, everything free. Free, everything. Whatever you desire is free. They got somebody to do it for you. Somebody get up in the morning and wash you, put your shoes on, and just do nothing. You know, nothing. Free labor. Right? Give me Luke 21:20. Free labor. No account of our labor. We talk about reparation. We don't want no reparation. We're going to take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever. Yeah. They gave us 40 acres and a jackass. That's what we got. Read.
St. Luke chapter 21, verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
So now when you know that the Jerusalem is compassed with armies, the Roman armies, know the desolation of nigh. We fell in 70 AD. We fell in 70 AD, and the Romans were surrounded us. Read that. Is that it?
That's it.
Romans 11:1.
That's another verse, brother.
Yeah. Read on. 11. Luke. That 21:20. The next verse.
Then let them which are in Jerusalem flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto.
Now, when you understand history, fleeing to the mountains, that's Africa, so-called Africa. All right? So we fled to the mountains. That's Africa. That's how we got to Africa. We fled there in 70, when we fell in 70 AD, we fled into Africa, fleeing from the Romans. And the Arabs and the Africans rounded us up, which are dark-skinned people, sold us on the west coast of Africa, known as the Gold Coast slave trade. And then sell us across the Atlantic, called the Atlantic slave trade. This is prophesied in the Bible. No one but the so-called Negroes, whom you are so-called Negroes, fit that description. We are the Israelites. I'm giving you history out of the Bible, what would happen, what did happen to us. And it does not fit anyone but the so-called Negroes. We fled into Africa. We are not African. We fled. We are Shemitic. We're not Hamitic. According to the Bible, it's Shem, Ham, and Japheth are the three sons of Noah that repopulated the earth. All the nations of the earth came out of those three men. We are Shemitic. We are not Hamitic, which are the so-called Africans. All right? We're not African. So we fled into Africa, fleeing from the Romans. Give me Romans 11:1.
Romans chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, hath the Most High cast away his people?
Did the Most High cast away the Israelites, Negroes, so-called Negroes? Did the Most High cast away his people? Read on.
Most High forbid.
The Most High forbid. Read on.
For I also am an Israelite, the seed of Abraham, tribe of Benjamin.
Tribe of Benjamin. He will be a West Indian or Haitian today. So he didn't cast away his people. So we're still here. We are still, the Israelites are still here, whom you are so-called Negroes. We are Most High's chosen people. The Israelites, according to the Bible. We're not African. We're not Nubian. We're not, how can your religion be your nationality? Islam, I'm Islam, or Christian. That's just a religion which comes from a Latin word, religio, which means hold back, keep down, and restrain. And that is just what religion has done to our people. Hold us back, keep us down, and restrain us from knowing the truth, our true identity, our true nationality, whom we are the true Israelites according to the Bible. Give me Matthew 11:11.
St. Matthew chapter 11, verse 11.
Now they worship
Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, there has not risen a greater than John the Baptist, notwithstanding he that is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he.
So there's none standing no more greater than John the Baptist. But in this kingdom, the least of them are going to be greater than John the Baptist. That's the kingdom that's prepared for us. It's from the foundation of the earth. Give me Psalm 79 and 1.
Psalms chapter 79, verse 1. O Most High, the heathen are come unto thy inheritance. Thy holy temple have they defiled. They have laid Jerusalem on heaps.
So they defiled the temple. The heathen is coming into our inheritance. Just like the Ethiopians calling themselves, Philistin Jews, the fake Jews. Philistin means fake. And the Jewish people saying they the Jews, but Jewish, anything with an ISH suffix is pertaining to. So it's not, that's fake too. So they're coming into our inheritance, trying to claim our inheritance. We are the Most High chosen people. We are the Israelites, so-called Negroes. We are the Israelites. So these heathen are come into our inheritance, trying to take it. But we're going to take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever and ever. Give me Babylon to Timbuktu, page 84.
5 till 6, brother. Babylon. From Babylon to Timbuktu, page 84. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
Captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD. We fell in 70 AD. We read about that. Go ahead.
In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jew state.
Jew state. Go ahead.
With great slaughter.
Great slaughter. Killed a lot of people. Okay, hold on. Read on.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jew slaves.
See? So when we fell in 7 AD, we fled to the mountains, and this is proven that, and we just read about us fleeing to the mountains. So that's the history. So this is what happened. We fled into Africa, which are the mountains.
So Rome was against us then. Are they
They
against us
still
today?
against us.
Who are the Romans today?
Are they Italian?
Right, Italian Caucasians.
Let me read this to
Okay, right. We got the definition. We got their definition
Right.
of themselves. So we're gonna bring it out. We got the walking dictionary right here. He's the walking brother right here is the walking dictionary.
Walking photocopy. Walking photocopy. From the Encyclopedia Britannica, Herod, by name Herod the Great, in Latin, Herodias Magnus, Roman appointed king of Judea.
Romans
From
appointed king.
37,
Here you said you asked about the Romans. The Roman appointed king. Go ahead.
from 37 BC through 4 BC. The New Testament portrays him as a tyrant and to whose kingdom Chaazaqyathar of Nazareth was born. Herod was born in southern Palestine. His father, Antipater, was an Edomite.
That's according to the Bible. That's the so-called white man. He's our fraternal twin brother. He's the evil twin.
And Antipater is the founder of the Idumean dynasty.
Idumea.
So Rome in daytime would be all Edomites, all
Italian Caucasians, but yeah. But not all white people you have some people, whites, that are the seed of Gehazi. That was a curse that they would be lepers for.
See forever.
Yeah, see forever. He's gonna be lepers forever. So he might be a seed of Gehazi. So not all white people are Edomites. There might be the seed of Gehazi for the sin what he did, abomination. Huh? Albinos.
Yeah.
So so that's who the Romans are, the Italian Caucasians today, or the Greeks.
When you do say the Edomites were destroyed. That's a damn lie. What happened was that right here, Idumea and Edom merged together and they formed Rome. They merged into the Roman Empire. I mean, I got it in one of these.
Yeah, but what happened is the Greeks and the Romans, one brother killed the other and said, we want to be called the Greeks and want to be called the Romans. And the ones who killed the one, and they all became Romans. I forgot the story, the name, but there were two brothers, and one said, I want to be called the Greeks, and one called the Romans, and they killed the other one, and you know which one died? The one said Greeks, he died, and now everybody's the Romans. So it's the Italian Caucasians. And the New World Order and all this stuff, or the mafia is the Italian Caucasians.
So the
Go
Vatican,
right here. See right here, where it has
So-
and all these guys, all these guys eventually merged into the Romans.
so my thing is right here. Don't the Catholic Church fall under the Roman?
Don't worry about all that. Just
That's the
worry
Roman
about
Catholic Church.
all of them Edomites.
All of it wrong.
All of them,
Edomites.
brother. All of them Edomites.
You have some are Israelites saying, just like today, Edomites, but as a whole, those are the Italian Caucasians.
Yeah, see,
But some of us, like today, they say Americans.
the deal is what they're confusing you at, brother. The crackers always changing their names.
Right.
Idumea, Edomite,
Trying to hide their
Roman,
identity.
Greeks, North African, South African.
Right.
They all Edomites.
They're all Edomites,
That's what I was
according to
showing
the
you in
Bible.
book.
That's the true
You
lineage
see their names.
of
they're all
world
changing
history,
to Rome.
world lineage.
They are Edomites.
Right. So let's finish reading this. Romans 11 and 47 and 48. So all the Romans are Italian Caucasians.
All
They keep
Edomites.
changing their names,
That's it.
but the Bible is the world's lineage. It's the world. What do you call that? Family tree.
Right.
Yeah. So the Bible has the true family tree of the world. That's the family tree.
Hollywood.
The true family tree. We're not talking about no fake ones with no seeds in it. Like the seedless grapes, that's fake. So grapes and fruit supposed to have seeds. Or watermelons. Now they sell, you can't find any store around here now this year with watermelons with seeds. All of it seedless. It's not real. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, don't buy it.
Yeah, don't buy it. It's no good. Seedless grapes and seedless watermelons.
See, there's water too.
Yeah, seedless watermelon.
See,
That's right.
They got all that.
They make it in the laboratory.
It's an abomination, man.
So you can't, huh?
It's an abomination.
Huh?
It ain't fruit.
Well, it's fruit, but it's abomination. It ain't real. Let's get Romans 11 and 47. I was telling you, I was bringing that out to show you how corrupt it is and how they hide things and, make you think that everything is good, but it's not. They think saying, oh, they died, the Romans died and all that stuff. No, they're still here. The fruit is good, but it's not real. It's no seeds. How anything going to produce itself with no seed, right? So it's all abomination. This place is wicked. The world is given in the hand of the wicked. You know?
If somebody give it to you, don't eat it.
Romans 11, 47 and 48.
No, it's hot. In the scripture, hot. No. 11 and 7. Then Israel shall not obtain that which he seeketh, but for the election had they obtained it.
Okay, give me Babylon Timbuktu, page 33.
From Babylon to Timbuktu, page 33.
Of 133.
Show me you want me to start here. Page 133. There are hundreds of thousands of black. Right here, brother. That's where I started. There are hundreds of thousands of black African Hebrews scattered throughout the United States.
There's no black African Hebrews. They're saying that in the premise that we're African, but we're not. But they're saying just Israelites.
It's a contradiction.
It's a contradiction. Right. The two don't agree. Read on.
Right. Scattered throughout the United States, but only in the urban areas, but also in the rural communities of this nation. With the revelation of ample historical evidence, the authenticity of these black Hebrews can no longer be questioned. However, in regard to the purity of their Judaism among some of these Jews, that is another issue.
See? So we're scattered all around the world. These Hebrew Israelites, we're scattered everywhere, through the four corners of the earth. You be doing around 28:64.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thy eyes, which thou shalt see. $28.64. It's like Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Most High shall scatter thee among all people.
See? We just read in Babylon Timbuk 2:33, scattered. Read on.
From the one end of the earth.
One end of the earth, four corners of the earth. Go ahead.
Even unto the other.
Four corners. So he's going to scatter us. Give me Joel 3 and 4.
Hey, come back.
Joel 3 and 4.
Joel chapter 3, verse 4. Yeah. And what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Those are two African coastal cities. Tyre and Zidon. Those are the Africans. Read on.
And all the coast of Palestine?
All the coast of Palestine. The Arabs, the Africans, the Arab soldiers. Go ahead.
Will ye render me a recompense?
Are you going to recompense me for what you did? Are you going to pay me back for what you did to my people? Go ahead.
And if ye recompense me.
Now, if you pay me back for what you did to my people, what am I going to do?
Swiftly and speedily.
Swiftly and speedily. Read on.
Will I return your recompense unto your own head?
I'm going to speedily return it back on your own head. All right? So, even if you say you're sorry and pay back what you did, I'm going to give it back to you because I got something else for you. Give me Joel 3 and 6.
Joel chapter
4 and 6.
Joel chapter 4.
I'm sorry. Joel 3.
26.
Yeah, 3 and 6.
Joel chapter 3, verse 6. The children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
The northern and southern kingdom of Israel was split because of the sins of Solomon were split. Go ahead.
That ye might remove them far from your border.
Far from our borders, over the Americas, Britain, it's like I said, we're scattered across the world. So far from our borders. Over here.
Yeah. Huh?
Here you go. Say.
Oh,
go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay, go back to 3. 4 and 3. I mean 3 and 4. 3 and 3. Joel 3 and 3.
Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people.
They cast lots for my people. We were sold on auction blocks. Hebrew for sale. Then later, 100 years later, it's Negro. But it was Hebrews. Hebrew is our language, and Israelite is our nationality. So-called Negroes. You are the true Israelites of the Bible, and no one else. The people over in Israel and our homeland, those are not the true Israelites. The people on Fairfax, over here in LA and Fairfax, those are not the true Jews. They Jewish. Anything with an ISH suffix is pertaining to the so-called Ethiopian Ethiopian Jews. Philossian Jews. Philossian means fake or phony. So these two people are trying to come into our inheritance and say they are the Jews, but they are not, but do lie. All right? So you got, that was it on 3.
All right, now, brother. All right. They have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink. Yeah, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
That's right.
Africa.
Give me Isaiah 29 and 22. Isaiah 29 and 22.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 22. Therefore, thus said the Most High, who redeemed Abraham, concerning the house of Jacob. Jacob shall not now be ashamed.
So we're not going to be ashamed when we come back to our nationality and our custom. We're not going to be ashamed. Read on.
Neither shall his face now wax pale.
The true Jews will never turn white. According to the scripture, the true Jews will never turn white.
And that's how the
So-called white. The brother's shirt is white and his other shirt is black. There's no black and white people walking this earth. There are people that have no melanin and pigment. Those are so-called, there are Edomites according to the Bible. So-called white people. They have no melanin and pigment, so their blood shows forth through their skin, so they have a red or a pink hue. The madder they get, the redder they get. Get a white person mad, they're going to turn red as hell.
Blood still upon you.
Tomato, right, brother? Turn like a tomato. So, because they have no melanin or pigment, right? But you get a black person, so-called black person mad, you can't tell when they're mad. You look at their eyes get red. You know, so their eyes are white, so their eyes turn red. That's when you know they red or drunk or drinking, right? But white people, you can look at their whole body. They can't hide their anger, or when they laughing, or when their blood pressure go up, they turn red. Get them laughing or get them mad when their hearts start to race up. The true Jews will never turn white. Give me Jeremiah 8:21. We are not African, and I'm showing color out of the Bible. Color. Read on.
go anywhere and see 50,000.
Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 21. For the hurt of the daughter of my people, I am hurt. I am black. Astonishment had taken hold on me.
I am black. Jeremiah said, I am black. Right? Black, Negro, Negrito just means black. That's just a saying. What James Brown say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. All right? That's just a saying that we say, but it's not our nationality. All right? Give me Acts 21:37-39. I'm showing you how Paul was mistaken for an Egyptian, whom we know are dark-skinned people. Paul was mistaken for an Egyptian. So if Paul, as depicted in the Bible, as being white, because they said they opened up the book of the law, and sought to paint the likeness of their images. So they painted all their images white. So that's why Paul looks white, but we're going to see what the scriptures say, what he looked like. All right? Acts 21:37-39. Acts 21:37-39.
Acts chapter 21, verse 27.
No. 21:37. 21:37-39.
Acts chapter 31.
Acts chapter 21.
Verse 37. And as Paul was to be led unto the castle, he said unto the chief captain, May I speak unto thee? He said, Canst thou speak Greek?
Yeah, you can speak Greek, because white people speak Greek. Go ahead.
Or not thou that Egyptian?
That Egyptian, that Hamite, Go ahead.
Which before these days madest an uproar and leddest out into the wilderness 1,000 men that were murderers.
So he was mistaken as a Hamite, a murderous Hamite, or a murderous dark person. Right? He said, are you that Egyptian, which are dark-skinned people? He said, Egyptian. Right? So he was mistaken for an Egyptian, which are dark-skinned people. So Paul had to have been dark. Right? Let's give me Song of Solomon 1 and 5. Song of Solomon 1 and 5.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black, but comely.
I am black but comely, black and beautiful. I am black but beautiful. Read on.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Israelites. Jerusalem is another name for Israelite. Oh. That's right. Acts 13 and 1. Acts chapter 13, verse 1.
Acts chapter 13, verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and
Simeon,
that was called nigger.
Called nigger. Read that again.
Now there were in the church.
We're reading from the King James Version Bible. Go ahead.
That was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger.
Called nigger. Nigger, negrita, means black. Just like King Solomon said, I am black but comely. And Jeremiah said, I am black. And the people, the apostles, were called nigger, which means black. So nigger is in the Bible, which means black. Right? They were called nigger. King James Version Bible. We're telling you what the heathen called us, brother. We're telling you what the heathen called us. If you got something to say, bring it out of the Bible.